Okay.
So we're at
This is you lot. I'm gonna just sit here and just
we're at
watch the fireworks.
25 minutes and we're into comic book news. That's a record, man.
Yeah,
That is unheard of. I know. That's what
I
I'm like.
actually thought I
Oh,
was gonna go off on that Avatar thing, but I think I'm just too hungry, man.
okay. Let's keep it going. Let's keep
Cool,
it going.
cool. All right, so this one might be a long one that we gotta go through, but Disney cancels several titles following layoffs. So
They did. I mean DC.
DC. What did I say? Disney.
You said Disney.
Sorry.
I was like, wait, what? What? How? It's a contradiction from Disney.
Yeah. Sorry about that. DC. So basically, a few things have been happening at DC. On Monday, this past Monday, Warner Media enacted a company-wide layoffs. So that's a load of redundancies and, well, I don't know how they do it over in the States, but yeah, they just cut 20% of its staff.
Damn.
So with many of the senior editors let go, and a reorganization implemented that sent shockwaves, not just the company but through the comic and DC fan community. With that, DC Universe originals will be moved to HBO. So
HBO began everything right about now. They're like, since Game of Thrones, we need everything to redeem ourselves.
So like you got Titans, Deadpool, Doom Patrol, and Harley Quinn. Those are all going to DC Universe. Apparently, there's rumors that AT&T, which acquired Time Warner in 2018 from Warner Media, wants out of the comic book business. Other rumors suggest DC will no longer put out comics, and that Jim Lee would be demoted from his role as publisher and chief creative officer.
Come back to Marvel or Image.
DC's November solicitations revealed that Young Justice, Teen Titans, Hawkeye, and Suicide Squad will be ending.
Hawkman.
So Suicide Squad at issue 11, Young Justice at issue 20, and Teen Titans issue 47, and Hawkman at issue 29. So with all that, Jim Lee had an interview with sorry, I need to find who it was. It was with, I can't remember, Hollywood Reporter.
Some guy. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so they asked a few questions about it. I'll try and briefly go through it. Is DC still publishing comics? Absolutely, 100%. It is the cornerstone of everything that we do, basically. So, yeah, they're still doing comics. You now have...
Kieran, you're muted. There you go.
Yeah.
No wonder, 'cause I said I was pissed.
Oh, right.
And
I heard you, but I was like, does he know that he's muted? Maybe he's still eating. I was like, let me just double check.
Right, well, I'm pissed about Young Justice because there's only 3 fucking issues left, and I'm like, I'm really enjoying this shit. Finally, my teen heroes. These guys were the teens when I was a teen, and now they're back, and now they're taking them away from me again. And if DC Comics, I want to put this out there, if DC Comics were to ever, for any reason, stop publishing comic books, Marvel wins. Straight up.
Obviously,
Straight up.
Yeah.
No, but you know, like people, I've been Marvel before, I've been DC, you know what I mean? People teeter. And like, don't fuck up.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be bad it would be bad if...
It'll be good for Image though, because Image is like...
but I think it will be bad for all like industry, like comic industries, because I think the two, Marvel and DC, they are kind of keeping afloat, like your comic book stores and you know, and Image as well, with a few of their stuff. But yeah, I think it will be a massive hit to the whole industry if DC or Marvel were to stop. Because I remember them having these rumors with Disney when Disney was acquiring Marvel as well. They said, Wolverine's gonna be like, they're gonna kid it down, like make it like Disney, so you have Mickey Mouse in an X-Men comics or some BS like that. It's not like that. But saying that, obviously Marvel has a lot more money behind them than DC would have. So you could possibly say it's maybe a genuine question,
but they need to go to HBO. I feel like HBO, obviously, it's never going to be on par with Disney because Disney is like legacy. However, you know what I mean? I just feel like just go to that place where you can just build. Like you and HBO can actually build. You know what I mean? You can take your time with stuff.
That's the thing as well, because you've got DC Universe, which people pay for, but now all their shows are going to HBO Max. So it's like, well, what are we doing with that? But you can still obviously buy comics from. I think you can buy comics from because we don't have it here, so we don't really know for sure.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
You're losing money because you didn't send it everywhere, which was fucking dumb.
But yeah, all their stuff is going to HBO Max now, so there's big movements going on over at DC. So it could be good for them in the long run, but for now it just seems like a mess because people are getting laid off. People are actually losing their jobs as well. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my days. This streaming and comic world. Sorry, go on. You did the interview thing.
Yeah,
go ahead.
You got.
We're tangenting. Go on.
So they have two new interim editors in chief. So Marie Jarvins, who would head the digital strategy, and Michelle Wells, who's headed the YA imprint. The interviewer asked how that's going to work, and he basically said we thought it would be a great pairing to bring them together to help draft and organize the content we're doing along these lines across digital, across global. We want to make sure we have diversity and inclusivity and make it in a way that we have authenticity to the storytelling that we're doing. It's really about consolidating all our efforts and having every editor's involved in all these directives, and also organising, broadly speaking, in context. Do
you still have a title of publisher?
Yeah.
I will be the interviewer.
Yeah. Yes.
Does your job change at all?
I have more responsibilities and more expectations than ever before. So yeah, his job is changing, definitely.
Okay.
He's sticking with them, yeah?
Yeah. He's definitely sticking with them, definitely.
Do the layoffs or reorganization mean that planned comics are still happening? Are the comics that would have been announced at Fandom still happening?
There are no pencils. Yeah. There are no pencil down notice. Everyone has been notified to keep working on all the projects that we've already greenlit and started. To the extent there is no change. See, answers like that tells you that, because now we know that Teen Titans, Hawkman and all that is being cancelled. So this was obviously before the news of Hawkeye and all that. So that long explanation type of answer makes you know that
this is serious.
Yeah, they're talking BS, and yes, that means yes, there are going to be some titles cancelled.
Like DC in spring broke away from Diamond as its distributor and signed with two new companies. Some people said that at the time it would be a mistake. How is it fared?
Not only has it exceeded our initial expectations, but the size and strength of our business is that same level or higher than pre-COVID. There was a lot of fear-mongering out there about another Heroes World type of debacle that occurred decades ago. There is nothing further from the truth. Things have transitioned very smoothly. That's not to say there aren't kinks that need to be worked out. So yeah, this was actually a big deal. A couple of weeks ago.
Okay, and he goes on and on and on.
Mr. Lee, if that is indeed your real name. One rumor I heard this week is that DC is going to only sell trades and OGNs and make a deal with Marvel Comics for them to publish DC Comics. Please,
superhero laugh. Evil superhero laugh.
There is nothing further from the truth in that. I don't know where you would even connect those dots. Why would we ever do that?
Indeed, Mr. Lee.
Correct. Read the next question. One more question and then we'll move on.
What is that? He goes on. What about the DC Universe one?
Yeah, use that one.
Which one?
The one after the one you're gonna read. Yeah.
And what is going to happen to the DC universe, Mr. Lee?
The original content that is on DCU is migrating to HBO Max. Truthfully, that's the best platform for that content. The amount of content you get, not just DC, but generally from Warner Media, is huge. And it's the best value proposition, if I'm allowed to use that marketing terms. We feel that is the place for that. In regards to the community and experience that DCU created and all the backlist content, something like 20,000 to 25,000 different titles, and the way it connected with fans 24/7, there is always going to be a need for that. So we're excited to transform it, and we'll have more news on what we would look like. It's definitely not going away.
Ooh, very nice. Okay.
BS, man.
You know.
So we'll see what happens. There's a lot of change going on there, obviously, but
poor DC.
Yeah.
And we thought Marvel had problems when they're like, they went bankrupt, they sold some people. No, DC is having a moment. Marvel, you might need to step up and be like, look, fam, just come here for a minute, innit, until you like re-up and ting, and then we can send you back out there.
Mentor them on a few things, man.
Innit?
It's Captain America and Superman. So just sit on.
No.
Look, brethren, we've been doing this dance for years. How about we just join forces?
There we go. Just for a little bit until you get back on your feet.
Marvel versus DC of the 21st century. Make that happen, man. I'd buy every issue. But not the Marvel tie-ins, because the Marvel tie-ins will be on some bullshit.
Marvel stopped doing tie-ins. It's too much. I don't even read the tie-ins and I'm already tired. Like, there we go.
Actually, to be fair, I've only been reading the tie-ins of this Empire, actually.
I've got like a Fantastic Four issue and probably an Avengers issue, but...
That's about it.
Anyway.
Too much.
Next one.
We digress.
Go ahead. Next one, New York Comic Con officially cancels physical show.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, really? It's news. Okay.
So they've ReedPop has announced that New York Comic Con will be a digital event this year.
Like the one we had again. Yeah,
a couple of weeks ago, which wasn't good at all.
No.
It was whack.
Yeah.
It was so rubbish.
I think the highlight of that was just the New Mutants trailer, really.
Something, because we're from London, England, and whenever we say something's rubbish, that's the equivalent of Americans, if you're watching, when you say something is
it's trash.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah.
Swag.
Yes, it's trash. You know what they should have done? You know what would have been really cool, but obviously I don't know how they would have done that, but anyway, like it would have been great if you could do VR Comic-Con. Like if you went to a place, you didn't go to Comic-Con, you go to a place where it's obviously you're in your little box, you have your people, but you have your little boxes, or the social distancing concerts that they got now. Have your little box. Yeah, and you VR, you're safe, secluded, but you can walk around. Or you just tell everybody who comes to Comic-Con, you have to be in cosplay all the time.
With a mask.
Oh, with a mask.
With that hood thing on my head all day. My day.
It's like, you're not allowed to take your mask off. You're going to go eat outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm not. It's not. Yeah. It's a bit of a.
It's not the same.
News. It's not the same. SDCC wasn't really that great.
No.
Yeah.
There's that DC one coming up in the future as well.
That's crazy.
Line interactive Comic-Con thing that they're doing. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. It's trash too. It's trash. We need to be there. We as geek nerds of great, wonderful content need to be there. Okay? We just it's too much. It's too much. I want walking donuts. This is what I want.
And I have to say, I was talking to my cousin about it on Saturday. Like, I really miss Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, seriously.
But I miss the comic village.
Yeah.
And then we had a village.
All of
Yeah.
all of that.
All of them. Oh well. Okay.